Charles Nagel, born July 4th, 1937, is an American philosopher and university professor of philosophy and law emeritus at New York University. In 1974, Nagel wrote the article What Is It Like to Be a Bat? It consists of a mental life's analysis and the consciousness of the physical characteristics and mental stages. He talks about how everything is viewed from subjective perspectives, but at the same time it is seen from a singular point of view. Nagel states that understanding different behaviors, characteristics, or mental stages is totally impossible for those who aren't able to experience them. Even if you share some of the characteristics, it will not be under the same conditions. For example, you'll never know how it feels to fly if you aren't able to do so. Later on, he states that there's a chance in understanding as long as you abandon subjectivity and focus on objective data. But the omission of subjectivity is what makes theories incomplete and unsatisfactory, meaning there is no exact scientific method to discover the real and true character of experiences and elements. There is a reason behind Nagel choosing bats. They are mammals, just like humans are, which means we have plenty of characteristics in common. But that doesn't mean we are able to live under the same circumstances. He then says that since bats possess a sensory apparatus so different than ours, that imagining what their experiences are like is an exceptionally challenging rhetorical question. Nagel later on tried to back up his claims with the known experiment What Mary Does Not Know. In the experiment, there is a girl named Mary that has been raised and has always lived in a room with things in black and grayscale. She has never seen any other colors, even though she knows what colors are and what their physical characteristics are. One day, Mary is let out of the room and she finally sees all colors, saying it is a whole different experience to get to know what feeling the colors is like. In other words, one can always know the physical theory of things, but will never truly know how they are until we experience if we are able to do so. But why is this a problem? Well, this is a problem because it means that we will never know the absolute truth of things. We can learn and observe characteristics of what makes something that same something, but we will never know what that something really is or what is it like to be it. Meaning, we might approach to the truth by the physical theory, but there will always be that percentage of uncertainty left. There are several philosophers that talk about this problem of relativity. Empiricists like Hume and Locke state that in order to learn, we must experience things ourselves. Rationalists like Descartes stated that we should trust our senses and what we perceive. But it is not about whether or not the physical theory is right or wrong. But this problem cannot be approached from one side or the other. We have to see it from a middle point. The German philosopher Immanuel Kant proposes a theory that fits perfectly this criteria. This theory is the theory of phenomena and noumena. Kant states that one is able to know the physical characteristics of things, which is phenomena, but we will never get to know things as they truly are, noumena. The physical theory in this case would be the phenomena, while the things that we cannot know would be the noumena. Like we said before, one will never know what it's truly like to be a bat until he actually gets to be a bat. Our solution states that we should always be aware of this percentage of relativity and uncertainty. It is important that we keep on studying the physical theory of things to get to know them better and approach to the truth of being. But keep in mind that we will never get to know things as they truly are.